Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, Rainbow Dragon Nation of the Sovereign Legion of Heaven on Earth. We are in the grand rising of our galactic legions of light, as we further journey along our rainbow bridge into full solar light body embodiment. We release all that no longer serves us, and we activate and embody the light frequencies of the new earth of higher resonance. It is the joy, the love, the bliss within our heart centers that carry us along our sacred path and take us over the threshold of the heavenly gates of the Pure Land of eternal bliss consciousness. The Rainbow Bridge is both an internal direct experience and an external instant manifestation. The two worlds merge and create a third resonance in the center of the sacred hoop, the middle of the luminous sphere. We then all live from that center with the eyes of our spirits open as we awaken from the false dream, the sleep of suffering and separation. We then resolve all things in the pure awareness of the unborn mind of Buddha. This is what many call the original blueprint. These are the codes of creation itself. The simplicity and the duplicity of the Tao as nature mirrors our true nature that is one with Source Creator. This is the way. We elevate into Christ consciousness of our resurrected selves, into our clear and present spiritual experience. A pyramid has formed over the eye of the serpent. The goddesses of the rainbow serpent have been activated and have begun their great ascent. The light is rising, the divine feminine rises, and together, wing in wing, we rise together. Ground crew of the 144, we are all connected etherically all over this realm, doing our part to complete this final quantum leap of consciousness of the new human, organic, divine template of Homo Luminous. Dear guardians of the new Jerusalem, now let us spread our angelic wings and take flight over our great realm and transmit our highest light and bliss to Gaia and all her children of the sun. Aho! Now with these powerful, intense waves of energy flowing into the field, today we had many activations all over Pachamama. We had 149 M1.5 or greater earthquakes, most powerful again today in Crete, Greece, and the sacred portal 5.3. We had a trinity today, a triple code of 3-3 activations, La Palma. This is where the volcano exploded. Several days ago, the lava has now reached the ocean. This is critical, as I said the other day, La Palma and the palm. The palms are the portal. These are portals directly to our heart center, as are the soles of our feet and our crowns. This triple activation, this trinity, this trident 3-3, this is the triple divinity. These are the 3 dantians and the 3 portals within each dantian, creating the 3-6-9 code of Nikola Tesla and the 666 portal. This is not of the dark, this is of the light. So remember the 666 code of the light, of the white light at the center, is the Christos code, and this is being activated. Canary Islands, singing like a canary. Also connected to our winged nations and our star families. The most powerful activation today in Crete, Greece. This was at 4:48 UTC this morning, 22 hours ago, creating an 8-8 portal. This is the Lyran nation, the royal lions of New Lemuria. Then in the crown of Lemuria, right after that, we had a 4.0 Fox Islands, Aleutian Islands, and other 666 codes within the name. But remember, this is of the benevolence, this is of the light. The dark took everything that was positive and converted it to the negative, the false, creating the belief in evil, in darkness, in demonic energy. And through the beliefs of man and the perceptions of humanity and the collective, this was brought into fruition. 444 coming in, and we came into this realm to help resolve all these anomalies, all these issues of the nefarious energies. We do this by realizing that only love is real. Everything else is of the illusion, the Maya, the matrix. And in this knowing and experience, we convert all back to true source energy, Buddha mind, pure awareness. 510 coming in. We had another powerful activation in Greece, South Asian 4.2, Indonesia on the Ring of Fire 5.3, 4.3, 4.4, another Trinity code. In the sacred portal of Pakistan 4.3, Smith Valley, Nevada, across the ocean. Cross Lemuria 3.8, 12 Divine Goddess, another 3.8, 12 portal, the third portal in my sacred Condor. Then Crete, Greece, another powerful 4.7 activation. Micronesia, Yap 5.2, south of Fiji Islands 4.9, 13 Divine Goddess, right on the Tropic of Capricorn. 359, 359 kilometers depth, very deep. And then another activation right on that same portal, even deeper, 571 kilometers depth, 571, 4.8 activation, another 12, a triple 12 code, another 333, 3 into the 6-9, and then another 33, Shandon, California, 33 Divine Mastery, Alaska, United States 3.0, San Antonio de los Cobres, Argentina, South America, Andes Mountains 4.3. Then in the root chakra again today, South Sandwich Islands 4.6. Another activation, Argentina 4.1. Off the coast of Oregon, not too far from where the Eagle Condor anchor into the grid 3.4, another 777 code. Vanuatu 5.2, another 7, southeast of Loyalty Islands. This is a 4.6 activation. Then in Chile, South America, also Andes Mountains, home of our sacred condors, 4.4, Divine 44, 111 kilometers depth, 111 portal. This is the triple one of the original blueprints of Father, Son, Holy Ghost, or Mother, Father, Child, and the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. We also say body, mind, spirit, past, present, future. This is the sine wave, the one law of the universe, the pulse, the heartbeat of Pachamama and the cosmos, and your heartbeat now, resonating in your sacred Queen's Chamber and the middle Dantian. This is what we call the field of elixir, of divine alchemy. 737 coming in, 73 into the 37, heaven on earth. Early evening today, as I closed my eyes and went into the stillness, there were constant codes that were coming into my awareness, that were being projected from source onto the back of my eyelids. I'll be transmitting these codes through every transmission from now until the very end of the false matrix, which our team knows very close. We don't know the exact time, date, hour, but we know we are in the event energies. 8-8 coming in. Another Lion Gate activation. The Royal Lions, the courage is being activated. The faith, the power, and the force come together in the middle. The left and the right hand path. The red and the blue to create the purple into the violet and the ultraviolet. Now let us continue with the Sabian symbols for today. Right now, the moon is at 5 degrees, 20 minutes Cancer. The sun is at 6 degrees, 6 minutes Libra, another 6-6 portal. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 7 degrees Libra, a woman feeding chickens and protecting them from the hawks. Today, as I took the trash out, the moment I stepped outside this building, a hawk called to me multiple times. 5-3 coming in, another 8 activation, on the 28th September. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 6 degrees Cancer, game birds feathering their nests. Another Wing Nation activation from astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred condor pulls a card for you today from the tarot deck, Dreams of Gaia, from Raven Phelan. And the card she pulled for you today, another beautiful card, the White Queen, 9 of Earth. Keywords: altruism, generosity, charity, giving, receiving, selflessness, benevolence, humility, self-love. Key phrases: how important are your material possessions? Support a worthy charitable cause. Give away all that is no longer needed. Give without bias or expectation. Heal self by helping others. Skeletons in the closet? Charity begins with you. Address any health concerns, meaning the 9 of Earth represents altruism, charity, and generosity. Have you suddenly found that your life is full of harmony? You are creative and happy at this time. Abundance and true wealth surround you. Material possessions are less important than they once were. Yet you want for nothing, and have no need or desire for more. Instead, you choose to serve a higher purpose, and give to others who have less. To help others in need or to support a worthy charitable cause is the act of a generous and caring spirit. But who is worthy? Who is deserving? Do you give without bias or expectation? Do you give equally to all in need? Or is your generosity conditional? What is it that you seek to gain from the act of giving? These are also questions the 9 of Earth ask you to consider. An act of charity born from compassion can be transforming. To know that you have played a role in helping others can inspire a sense of deep satisfaction and well-being. It can be healing, not only for those who are helped, but for those who help. However, in some, it can also give rise to a sense of entitlement and self-importance. It can inspire belief that acknowledgement and praise should be given. Altruism is the selfless act of giving, to give without expectation of reward, to give simply because you can, and choose to, and nothing more. The 9 of Earth signifies that it might be time to go through your cupboards and remove all that you no longer need and do not use. Give to a local charitable organizations that work to help those in need within your community. And if you have any skeletons in those cupboards, it might also be wise to deal with them too. And now from Divine Sister of the Light, Amanda Lawrence. All are receiving a huge amount of energetic vibrational patterns. May feel it in the crown, face, spinning, root. Simultaneously, everyone's dream time, while sleeping, now increase. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Huang Goyin. Update: 7 planetary bodies are currently in retrograde. Old energies which need to be released and freed are coming back up to the surface to be released, cleared, cleansed, and freed from the system to allow a grand rebirth. This is a powerful moment of personal evolution for each individual and for the collective. We are discovering more things that may not be in complete alignment with our authentic expression. This is a perfect time to let them go. Full alignment is a journey. It is more than okay to keep finding who we are through discovering who we are not. To let go, to change in power, to transform. To transform is to live, and live to the fullest. Allow the movement of the energy. Allow yourself to change your mind, see things differently, change the priorities in your life. Change is constant. Welcome changes. Important new insights are being revealed. At the same time, the energy isn't easy right now, although it is becoming lighter, not as dense and heavy as it was 5 days ago. More new information is still awaiting to be brought up, to be downloaded, and will be downloading with ease. Don't get distracted by negativity. Do what you love, simply. Do more of what brings joy. Nurture yourself. Remain calm and stay present. Better days are coming. With loving blessings, Godspeed. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica, Rapid Manifestation. As you begin to understand the ins and outs of your reality, the light capabilities of rapid expansion, the opening of your sensitivity and intuition, the true connection with your divine self and soul family ensures this stream of light acceleration can be gained and achieved. It is simply the requirement of holding your light frequency at a high level to truly awaken the path before you. As you choose the multidimensional light path, your journey will be free-flowing light expansion. The Arcturian Gift is to assist humanity in their light evolution as we collectively join, upgrade, and unite beyond our current knowing, like a yellow brick road of light, to follow the internal light path, to feel the wonderment of light beings, their divine connection to us, to have faith in the days ahead, to continue the higher light evolution, leaders of light, sending waves of cosmic love for your day, dear one. The Arcturians and Karen from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ramona Lappin. Now we say no more, because we're in charge of the timeline now. Not asking, not praying, not hoping, not wishing, not trying to manifest. Knowing it is already so. It's basically a decision, a shift in frequency, truly understanding our God-given power, a shift in perspective. Huge shift in consciousness and progress. It's about to get real. And now from Divine Brothor of the Light, Francois Braun. The light body is awakening in literally millions of people on Earth. As this blossoming of light occurs on the planet, there is an intuitive wisdom required to direct or channel this light or this field of higher frequency energy. A higher ratio of light is not what is required, but rather a higher intelligence of light and love being applied to the right issues or problems that humanity faces. The light body reveals one's inner light and wisdom. It is the vehicle of creativity that telepathically listens to the family of light and expresses its unique signature of insight in response to the family of light, adding dimension and nuance that deepens our interconnection and collective wisdom. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel, let us keep our frequencies and vibrations and energy fields crystal clear so that we are lifted into the highest state where we will not be influenced in any way and form by the seeming craziness and madness which is going on now and will escalate in 2022. The new earth is here, as the Schumann resonance spikes are proclaiming. That is why we need to keep our energy centers crystal clear. We are already being lifted into the new, no matter what the seeming chaos seems to be spinning. I am constantly being told, co-create the new with every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you take. Become conscious and aware of the power of love guiding you, lifting you, and indeed be open to now live a totally new life in a new form. Thus I trust in that, and thus inner peace and harmony reigns. I also trust and have faith that all will work out in the highest and best way for the highest good of all. The old is disintegrating at the core, for it cannot hold form anymore, just like Atlantis could not, nor Lemuria, and all which has been before. Humanity has always been innovative, and indeed now is the time to aspire to co-create unity and rise up like never before. The new is rising. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Jerome. As this planet moves closer to these days of great change, each of you will be called up to stand as pillars of light. There will be many different ways this galactic tidal wave of light will be experienced. So during these times you are needed. Awareness is awakening in the masses on this planet. When you are aware, you can tune in to the different frequencies. Remember who you are and change the vibratory rate of this universe and create a massive healing of consciousness on many levels. You are magnificent beings. You all need one another. It is imperative that you work in harmony. Harmony is required. To all of you who recognize the light source that moves you to follow the silent whispers that echo down the golden spirals through the corridors of your own being, we honor you. We recognize you. We are all here as the family of light. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777. I am looking at all these planets that are retrograde now and joking. The question should not be which planet is retrograde now, but rather, who is retrograde now? Are you? Some are going crazy right now. I bet you can feel all this retrograde energy now as the equinox energy influx slowed down a little. It is still happening to some extent. You cannot sleep at night or are awake up sweating or having hot flashes during the day because your physical body needs to deal with all the retrograde and high frequency energy coming in from the multiverse. In order to survive this mass retrograde energy, we need to have some fun. The dull, everyday life of a human being is not going to help us survive this retrograde party. We need extra fun and playfulness, childlike playfulness. You are in charge of that. Do what needs to be done. Mercury went retrograde yesterday. Then we also have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and Chiron that are all retrograde right now. The first one that will station direct is going to be Pluto on October 5th. Then Saturn will follow on October 10th, then Jupiter on October 17th, and Mercury on October 18th. The last one will be Uranus on January 18th. From now until then, we have a lot to do, learn, clear, observe, and enjoy. Thinking in a new way, from a different perspective, realizing what we truly desire and how to get there. What is our purpose? What is our mission? How to step into our power and say, express, do what we truly desire, and not what other people expect from us. Set boundaries and find practical solutions for all the things that are keeping us stuck. And from Divine Brothor of the Light Nova Max. In these times, many are experiencing a personal grand finale. The grand finale is unlike other catalytic death experiences we have had before. So many have died countless times on their path. The dying of ideas, places, attachments, relationships, careers, identities, etc. Humanity is filled with lives, filled with colorful stories of death and rebirth. We have heard, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Out of the highest love, out of the holiest one, from God, we were called into being, and our very soul was born. At the level of the soul, we created a personal, holy story of our being that would be expressed on earth in this human life experience. The entire story of each of our individual lives was known to us by our souls before we embarked on this incredible holy adventure. I reference this here because I am wishing to share about this experience of a grand finale that many are experiencing in these recent days. Each soul designed a very specific grand finale experience for its human story that would push its human self to a very critical choice moment. The moment is designed to feel so profound that it is unmistakable. It inevitably is a personalized experience of life and death on an extreme level. It is designed this way so that moving into this choice is impossible to ignore. Why? Why would we have a part of our story so critical, so intense, or so traumatic? Because we needed to be sure that the level of heightened energy would be sufficiently such that it thrust us at the feet of God. Why? Because each soul knew that there would come the time for it to choose with all it had known as its human identity to surrender and give fully all that it had been to God. Why? For the glorious holy opportunity to return to oneness, to have experienced all of the duality, the separation, the stories, the ideas, the illusions, both the good and the bad, and to experience the glorious remembrance of who we truly are, because God's love is so grand that we are given the gift to experience God as us. This can only be experienced as the soul returns itself to God. This requires a complete surrender of our identity and what we have known ourselves as. This grand finale is the glorious end of our personal stories. Each choice moment is uniquely designed by the individual soul, and it is unmistakable to each as it occurs. Every detail is in divine design. With this in consideration, I share these words. When you have been fully emptied of all you have known as you, only God remains. These are not only words, this is an experience. This is something your own soul knows and has created your own personal design to experience. This is what is on the other side of your grand finale. As you step out of your human story and identity, after you make your highest choice, a glorious process takes place that is recognized and welcomed with every vibration, an aspect of energetic awareness that becomes remembered through consciousness. This is beyond words, it is felt and known. I celebrate each soul that is entering their grand finale, and all that are to come. All of heaven sings in celebration for all. For those who hear this and feel to ask, what do I do? To you I say, go deep within your heart and love yourself completely, every single bit, and remain open. Your soul knows your appointed time. Flow and surrender. All is divinely timed. You are so very loved. God is, God is, God is. Nova Max. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, 144, God Code. There are a group of us starseeds scattered throughout all four corners of the earth that are being called to unify as a soul tribe. We are connected through the Flower of Life network below our feet. Big changes are here today through the 929 portal gateway tomorrow, bringing us powerful messages. The Rainbow Warriors are receiving the word from the Holy Spirit that the storm has passed. Ley line grids are activating us to this truth, and that we are safe to begin a new life of freedom and enjoy the blessings of God's holy kingdom. Hallelujah! All praises to the Most High. Quick removal of backstabbing and betrayal is bringing you redemption. If relationships or contracts are suddenly ending, know that it is under God's authority. We are being aligned to committed and equally invested relationships, partnerships, home and lifestyle, employment, etc. This is answering prayers to having the good life, emotional fulfillment, and having it all. Relax and remain faithful as the dismantling process unfolds. Your Holy Grail counterpart and the Divine Masculine Christ Collective are getting additional union activation codes. Higher understanding and wisdom are showing them what God's kingdom marriage is. They are clearly seeing the difference between 3D and 5D marriages. They understand that the Divine Feminine Christ embodies a powerful lioness creatrix frequency that the Divine Feminine does not have. They are now able to see that this is what they've wanted all along. Emotions are blossoming and feelings are being expressed. Knowing is the key. This truth is surfacing due to all your efforts to clear the seed point of division and separation in your union. You have cleared ancient spells, brainwashing, deception, heartbreak, karma, and more off the Divine Masculine Christ Collective and your Holy Grail counterpart. You have earned your position as lioness. Congratulations. The final layers are clearing off the masculine, within and without, to primordial times, being vulnerable, honest, openly sharing feelings, and being romantic with the feminine will continue expanding as they complete their healing and purification process. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. From Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Brostar of the Light, Daniel Giamario, further Mercury retrograde thoughts. The average time frame of a Mercury synod is about 116 days. Due to the eccentric orbit of Mercury, the length can vary a lot. For example, the previous Aquarian overtone was 122 days, and the following one that begins October 18th lasts only 108 days. The current one, which began June 22nd, is now nearing its end with its Gemini overtone, is 118 days, quite close to the average. I think it's quite appropriate that this one with the Gemini overtone is almost exactly the average, as I have always believed this to be the master circuit of Mercury. While every sign that Mercury is in has an amazingly unique contribution and significance, the Gemini overtone is surely everything that Mercury could ever aspire to be. This becomes even more magical and unusual in a retrograde phase, particularly if you suspend any belief or trust in rational, logical, or linear delusions. Mercury has an amazing relationship with the famous irrational number pi. When dividing Mercury's synodic cycles into a solar year, it's the fraction 22.7 or 3.14, nearly the exact numerical value of pi. Because of this, the first true synodic return of Mercury occurs at the age 7.22 synodic cycles of Mercury return to near the exact birth date or starting point on the 7th year. Other notable Mercury return dates include age 13, 26, 33, 46, 59, 66, and 73, our magical number. I am in one now myself. It's the Mercury retrograde portion of the synod where the overtone is metamorphosing into the next archetype. Mercury turned direct at 16 degrees 7 minutes Gemini on June 22nd, which established its primary archetypal energy for the entire 116 days. I follow a tradition here that I first learned of from a book called The Ancient Astronomy and a Celestial Divination by N. M. Swerdlow. It concerns how the Babylonians did their astronomy and used it for divination, because being a naked-eye astronomical culture, and due to the seemingly irrational behavior of the morning star, appearance of Mercury, or evening star disappearance. They used Mercury stationary direct as the starting point of a new cycle. Our school uses this technique rather than using the interior conjunction with the sun to begin the synod. It's interesting to note that the chart of the United States has Mercury retrograde at 25 degrees 11 minutes Cancer. This week, with the transiting Neptune exactly squaring the United States Mars in Gemini, and now coupled with Mercury retrograde, one can only imagine the increased confusion, delusion, and expanded bifurcation already occurring. Try to figure it out if you dare. All is not as it seems. I've recently been reading a book written by Kary Mullis, winner of the Nobel Prize for inventing the PCR test. It's called The Dancing Naked in the Minefield. The PCR test is being fraudulently used for creating cases. Mullis, who died just before the pandemic scenario was launched, warned that the test should not be used as a diagnostic tool. I mention this because he was also Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. He loved astrology, and I will quote here a passage from his book. I was born at 1758 Greenwich Mean Time on December 28, 1944, in Lenoir, North Carolina. You can find out more about me from that than you can from reading this book, page 153, from shamanicastrology.com. And now from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Uranus retrograde in Taurus, sextile Pallas, retrograde in Pisces. As Mercury retreats through Libra, the Lord of higher consciousness and goddess of wisdom and strategy consult one another to find ways to deal with the complex energies at work. Uranus advocates the virtues of breaking new ground, building a radical new relationship with the earth, using technological advancement to its best, and altering our perspective on what we think of as valuable. Pallas nods sagely, puts forward her own ideas. We've got to remind people that they are connected, she says quietly. A lot of problems would be solved if people were just kinder to one another. Now Uranus too nods his head in agreement. Uranus has brought bread. Pallas offers some olive oil to dip. They eat slowly, savoring the moment. In this time of reflection, new ideas are emerging that will likely help us resolve quandaries that have foxed us in the past. The trick is to be willing to innovate, consider previously dismissed options, be open to experimentation, use your imagination, trust your intuition, and amidst all this thinking and thinking, take time to just follow your breath in and out. Listen for the quiet beat of your heart. Feel your connection to earth and sky and everything in between. Witness nature as she flows from one season to another. Watch spider weaving, building, waiting. There are teachers everywhere. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from Harmonic Convergence 2020 through 2028. Number 28, the harmonic measure of life. Today, September 28th, 2021, corresponds to Kin 28 on the Tzolk'in count, yellow lunar star. Today marks therefore the 28th day of a 30-day synchronization window between the 9th month of the Gregorian calendar and the 1320 matrix that started last September 1, Kin 1, and will close on September 30th, Kin 30. Number 28 holds a unique set of harmonic properties across the universe of number, geometry, and time. How is this? Number 28 in time. The Gregorian calendar holds a 28-year permutation cycle that is being consciously redeemed through the 13-moon, 28-day calendar since 2001, the year when it was first introduced by Jose Arguelles in his groundbreaking book, Time and the Technosphere, The Law of Time in Human Affairs. A profound statement of the way in which the law of time governs the entire biosphere, inclusive of the artificial and transitional structure of the technosphere, lies in the fact that the Gregorian calendar, an otherwise irregular and confusing pseudo-standard of measure, is nonetheless coordinated by the law of time to repeat its cycle precisely every 28 years. The 13-moon calendar was originally known by the Maya as the Tun Uk, the moon count, or the count of 7, 7 times 4 equal 28. The standard of measure is the 28-day cycle, called a moon, because it is the median between the 29.5-day synodic cycle of the moon, new moon to new moon, and the 27.3-day sidereal cycle of the moon. Hence, it is a measure of Earth's solar orbit using the 28-day lunar standard. This creates a perfect orbital measure of 13 moons of 28 days, totaling 364 days, or 52 perfect weeks of 7 days each. Because the 365th day is no day of the moon or week at all, it is known as the day out of time, a day to celebrate peace through culture worldwide. Jose R. Willis. Number 28 within the biology of time. 28 is also a number present in our biology. The average human menstrual cycle is 28 days. Number 28 is also present in our body as 28 phalanges, bone segments present in the 2 human hands and in the 2 human feet. Kin 28, tone number 2, seal 8. Today's Kin 28 holds the frequency both in its tone and seal, tone 2, and solar seal 8. The lunar tone is in resonance with the 28 lunar mansions present within each of the 13 moons in one solar year. The star glyph represents Venus. There is a difference of 0.28 AU astronomical units between Earth's distance to the Sun, 1.00 AU, and Venus distance, 0.72 AU. The rotation time of the surface of our closest star, the Sun, is 28 days around its equator, number 28 in geometry. In the list of the triangular numbers, 28 holds the sum of its 7 levels, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 equals 28. In the list of squared numbers, number 28 squared is the sum of the first 7 cubic numbers. In the list of perfect numbers, 28 holds position number 2 after number 6. A number is considered a perfect number when the sum of its proper factors, all the factors excluding the number itself, equals the number. In this case, the factors of number 28 are 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, 28, and 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 14 equal 28. There are 28 elements of the cuboid, 8 vertices, 12 edges, 6 faces, plus 2 third-dimensional elements, interior and exterior. Time is art. And from 13 moon peace time, today's galactic signature is Kin 28, yellow lunar star, Ka Lamat. After the unification of the magnetic tone of purpose comes stabilizing the lunar tone of challenge. Yellow lunar star, Ka Lamat, guides and teaches us to harmonize with the ongoing masterpiece of creation by mindfully easing our way into the simple beauty found infinitely in life, and by embracing and respecting the 2 polar ends of each spectrum, acknowledging their vital roles of counterbalancing each other. All of this natural world is built on polarity. Yellow lunar star, Ka Lamat, reminds us that every challenge is an invitation to shed habitual reactions and find new strength. Yellow lunar star, Ka Lamat, also encourages us to focus on the simple beauty found infinitely in this dream of existence, through recognizing that all challenges offer us endless celebrated opportunities for unlimited growth and expansion. Challenges release victory. The cauldron of creation is summoning us to find victory and strength by moving through sacred portals of consciousness, confronting obstacles and integrating illusory separation. Whimsical spontaneity is a versatile ally as we travel through this dream of apparent dualities and disruptions. All around us exist never-ending fields of limitless potential, always waiting to be seeded with our unlimited intentions. In La Ketch, from 13moonpeacetime.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 28, yellow lunar star. The number 2 is called lunar, and its keywords are polarize, challenge, and stabilize. Shying away from our problems and procrastinating about resolving them only adds more stress into our lives. When we have a lunar day every 13 days, we can practice the art of problem solving and removing obstacles. There is always a solution, but you have to strive to find it, hence the challenging aspect of this number, but the process leads to stabilization. So turn things around in your favor today, because this is an opportunity to polarize. Yellow star is the glyph that represents beauty, art, and elegance. A yellow star day certainly gets us looking upwards at the heavens and mesmerized by all things shiny and sparkly. But as it is a challenging day, you may have to work for your bling today. I wouldn't book a hair appointment or redecorate your space. It may not turn out the way you expect. No worries, focus on removing those obstacles that stand in your way, and you may find by the end of the day you have a beautiful experience. Today's guide is Yellow Sun, which represents universal fire and enlightenment. This is a helpful guide on a tricky day like today. Expect revelations, and they will help you deal with the challenges. If you are a Yellow Sun, lead the way today, and you'll be a big help to others by shining a light toward the right direction. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Yellow Lunar Star, Kin 28, 28th of September 2021, Healing Disharmony, 28/9/2021 equal 42, equal 10/9/5 equal 114, equal 15 equal 6. Day codes 28, planning for future success, 10, manifestation, authority, power, 1, new beginnings, leader, original, 42, assistance, support, happiness, 6, heaven, Christ, harmony, romance, month, year codes, 9, endings, destiny, service, humanity, grace, 5, freedom, change, transformation, liberation, 14, media, publicity, promotion, recognition, Kin 28 equal 10, manifestation, leadership, authority, new beginnings, September 28 plus Kin 28 equal 28/28 equal 10/10 equal 11 codes. A very powerful Lamat portal. Through this gateway we are harmonizing the polarity so that more beauty, prosperity, and source energy can flow through and support us. Day 2 of the Blue Hand Wave spell, where we are accessing more knowledge to accomplish great healing. Today Manik is living up to his promise of helping us accomplish our healing goals. We are able to apply magical solutions, erasing those old triggers and strongholds, finally liberating us from the push-pull game of duality consciousness in order to find our balance. Lunar Tone 2 in the physical realm. The lunar tone represents the sacred twins, cooperation, relationship, polarity of male and female, and duality. Its action polarizes, power challenges, essence stabilizing. A day filled with questioning how we can transcend duality, using our inner magician through the power of illumination. It is time to step out of the duality game and all its possible challenges, in order to resolve our fears, leading us back to wholeness. Polarity reveals our conflicts, struggles, and the apparent separation created by our beliefs in duality. Polarized positions actually work in cooperative alliance. In cooperation, all polarities serve as backgrounds for full appreciation of one another and the whole. Examine the opposites and polarity within yourself. Explore your divine feminine and masculine aspects. Has your feminine aspect been repressed from being receptive to all the magic that surrounds you? It is time others become more enchanted by your true beauty and raw vulnerability. It is real to express your true inner being and allow more receptivity to flow into your life. Do not hide parts of yourself, compartmentalizing fragments of your soul. No longer can we wear the masks of duality. It is time to take off our masks that the masses have been hiding behind and be whole again. It is time to show our true face again and smile. The authentic you is beautiful and radiant in your raw essence, a spark of the divine. Step out and shine. Today's question is, what challenges have been blocking the full expression of my light, creativity, and abundance? How can this be harmonized to enjoy more peace, wellness, beauty, and prosperity in our world? May the heavens rain down great peace, harmony, and abundance on us all. It is done, ×3. Amen. In la Ketch Alakin, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 28, Yellow Lunar Star, The mantra, the code for today is, I polarize in order to beautify. Stabilizing art, I seal the store of elegance. With the lunar tone of challenge, I am guided by the power of universal fire. And on this powerful day of transformations, manifestations, and activations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations that we're able to continue this work. I'd like to thank and welcome Divine Sister of the Light, Anastajia Sylvia, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and Condor. If you'd like to help support our work and help us continue bringing these transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge at our page on Patreon at whitegoldeagle.com. Now I'd like to also thank our Divine Sister of the Light, Zorina Donato, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister of the Light. We appreciate you and your support, and we appreciate all of you and your continued support. Very kind of you. Now, if you'd like to make a one-time donation, you can do so at our PayPal link at eaglelovecondor.com. Now, I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to end today's transmission with powerful codes from our divine angel of light, Usha Mandala. The gods of change are here, flying back and forth between the upper world and the underworld, bringing the message of love and peace. Stay awake, beloveds, stay awake. Do not go back to sleep. Yesterday is over. A new energy has dawned upon us. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. See everything through the eyes of your heart. We arise together softly and gently into that love frequency. Breathe in the newness. Honor the sacredness in all life. Allow your soul to express itself through everything you do. A new rise, a new day, a new heart-heard call from the mystical realms of fire and water, gathered as one, united as one voice, under one sky, sealed in one heart of eternal love. Now is opened the golden vaults of heavens. In creation's story, we make history in all glory. Amen. Om Shanti. Shalom. Aho. Usha Mandala in love and light. And with that, thank you for joining us today. Have a most beautiful and blessed awakening journey. And remember, day by day, in every way, we are getting better and better as we step forward, fully awakened, aware, across the rainbow bridge, through the doorways of our perception, connecting to all things in all realms and timelines through our sacred heart centers. And with the tones, the colors, the frequencies of the rainbow bridge, we resonate in harmony with the strings of the celestial chords. So if you want to sing out, sing out. Use the power of your voice, your light languages, your sacred codes, and sing to Gaia Pachamama and all her children of the light. And remember, keep going through and through and through until total compression breakthrough. Supernova souls of the new earth. We expand to the ends of the infinite multiverse with our pure awareness, anchoring in and merging all timelines and dimensions into the here and now, in this eternal now, this now moment of infinite potential and creative expression. And paint your most beautiful works of art upon the canvas of life. You are free in this new time of timelessness. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, and be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.